Hello, I'm Richard Gallagher. I'm a professional speaker. I work with schools, with parents, students, and teachers, doing PTAs, assemblies, and in-services. This is going to be one of the evening programs that I put on for parents and children. If you'd like to contact me, you can go to my website. It's studyskillscentral.com, and my email is irishturtle, without the last E, @AOL.com. I do a program in the evening called Family Study Skills Night. By the way, it helps the kids come out with the parents, so that way you get a better attendance. And I start off with the How to Study plan, which is, this is part of it, to remove distractions. Parents, when you're sitting, go home, sit exactly where your child sits, and just start running through all the senses. Get rid of sight distractions by turning around and facing the wall. If your child does the home education in the kitchen and they face the refrigerator, they're going to see everybody in the house walk by. Go home and get everything within arm's reach, because every time they have to get up, it's a distraction. A desk organizer will set you back $10 or $15, but an old can of high-C drink, shoebox, that kind of thing, have them decoupage it with positive statements. You put your red pen, scotch tape, stulers, that kind of stuff. You break a pencil point, who cares? Reach over, get another, keep on going. One less distraction. So get everything within arm's reach. Get rid of sight distractions by facing a wall. Get rid of sound distractions through background noise. The fancy name is Andante. You can pick this up in any of the music stores. Just ask them for Smart Mozart. The Andante is about 50 or 60 beats a minute. After a while, the heart, the lungs all get into this nice rhythm, and at the desk you go into a peak performance. What's the best temperature to study in? 65. It's better to put a sweater on than it is to turn the thermostat up. Of course, if your fingers and toes are cold, that's not your temperature. There's different learning styles, there'll be different temperatures. But how much better could you study without the music? So I'll suggest a quiet hour. 1 hour in the house every night, no TV, no radio, no music, none of this. That's good for the students, but it's probably better for you. What would you give for 1 hour of quiet in your house each night? One boy said, my mother will pay for that idea. So get everything within the arm's reach, get rid of sight distractions by facing the wall, sound distractions through background noise, or start a quiet hour. Do the home education at the same place each night. When you sit down, if you do the home education in the kitchen, you're going to think of food. If you do it in the living room, the TV. If you do it on the bedroom, in the bed, you're going to think of sleeping. For the older kids, it should be their own desk in their own room. For the little ones, if you're going to keep paying attention to them while you're preparing the meal, don't have them sit where they eat. Have them sit at the head of the table where mommy or daddy sits. 1, 2, 3 weeks of doing it here. When they sit down, the body says, oh, this is a place of work. Let's do it and get it done. It's a psychological thing. What's the best time to do home education? Most students, well, not most, some students like to do it as soon as they get home, type A personalities. Right before dinner, after dinner, later at night. It wasn't until I was in college I started doing it in the morning. Once it hit 11 at night, I went to bed. Instead of getting up at 7, I'd get up at 6. And the 1 hour in the morning when the house was quiet was like 2 hours worth of work late at night. But I'm a morning person. When I wake up, I'm pretty much ready to go. You know what your children are like in the morning, especially the teenagers. They're like zombies. The next 2 ideas, everybody says work. I explained them on an earlier tape. Do the hardest subjects first for home education and take breaks between the subjects. Just to recap, if you could go home tonight and get everything within arm's reach, get rid of sight distractions by facing the wall, sound distractions through background noise, or better yet, start a quiet hour. Do the home education at the same place each night, as often as possible the same time each night. Doing the hardest subject first, taking little breaks as needed. There's a rhythm and flow, it goes faster, and you'll remember it longer. Those are simple, concrete, physical things to do. That's the easy part. The next part is how do you actually study, and we get into memory techniques and other things with the kids. So I hope to see you at your school sometime. Thank you very much. Thank you.